Hello! So we
Ayan.
are now live here in our page. This is your Diet Doctora, Dr. Josephine Grace Chua Rojo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope nandito na po kayo. And may I request my beloved to share this to our other pages, no? So other groups in here to Global TV Network. And of course, Good People TV and also our groups, no? Life Without Rice and Low Carb Feasting and Fasting Community. And I believe marami po tayong naghihintay sa episode na to because for today, you will not only get to, parati naman ako, I know, always na lang ako, no? Today is very special kasi meron kayong makikita na another low carb doc. At hindi lang basta-basta low carb doc. We are actually similar in many ways because her specialty is also like me. ENT din po. So, sa mga may thyroid problem dyan, o yung merong mga concern sa tenga, o sa ilong, o sa lalamunan, we have another specialist on board and we can't wait to have her. Because, of course, maganda kapag marami tayong kakampi when it comes to this way of life. So, let me welcome Dr. Shera Elefante. Hello! Sige, nakamute. Unmute. Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be our guest today. So for our mga marami na ata naghihintay sa iyo. Yes, so Doc Shera is in the house, no? So Doc Shera, first tell us something about yourself.
About myself. I'm a I'm 32 years old and I'm from Davao City. So I was born here and currently I am practicing here as an ENT. So same kami ni Dr. Rojo. We're still gonna take our board exam this coming October.
Yes,
so
exam namin.
Ayun, so for now, I'm also into our family business, which is more on agriculture, so more on fruit, pomelo. Then I'm also, marami pa kasi. I'm also
it's okay. I'm sure, no, as much as I want to know you more, gustong-gusto ka rin nila makilala.
Okay, so I'm also a AFP reserve, so I'm a captain there. So
wow, kita ko yung cute.
So I'm a dog lover. So I have 3 kids. So named Peanut, Butter, and Jelly. So they are all pugs in different colors. So they are white, black, and brown. So yun. I have also a sister. Ano
yung
po?
Yung first sabi mo. Yung
Peanut butter.
Dog.
Peanut, butter, and jelly.
Butter and jelly. Sabay mo sila natira?
Ha? Yung isa, si Peanut, 1 year old. Si Butter, 10 months old. And si Jelly, yung pinaka-baby, 6 months old.
Oh my, ang super cute. Grabe yung mga, pug? Ano nga yun?
Yes po, pugs.
Pugs lang tatlo.
Apo, pag silang tatlo.
Super cute. So, what else? Meron pa ba? Medyo mahaba-haba yung list natin. Sobra.
naman. And, yeah, I have 1 mother and 1 father. So, my mother is more on the agriculture side of business. Then, my father is more on the government side. So, yes. Then, for my sister, she is also a doctor. She just passed her board exam last March 2021. Yes.
Sana maging low-carb doctor din siya.
Yes. Actually, mas advocate pa siya sa akin. I mean, she learned before I did, so.
Okay. That's nice. Oo, kasi parang talaga, the way we were taught, wala talagang masyadong focus on nutrition. Of course, no, we are not against our medical training, pero we are speaking in general terms. Konti talaga, honestly speaking, konti talaga yung focus on nutrition. So I'm so glad to be able to share this advocacy, especially with a fellow doctor and much more a fellow NP. And hopefully, some specialty natin ni Doc Shera ay pareho din. So watch out for that. So before we proceed, no, marami na nag-hype. yung mga classmate natin sa masterclass. So, for those of you guys na who are first time watching, we actually did a low carb and fasting masterclass. So we discussed thoroughly the low carb nutrition and also the benefits of fasting and also the side effects. Hindi po kami biased. Even that, no, aside from low carb, we even discussed why certain food na dietary management like high carb foods can also work, why certain people who are not into low carb can still be fit. But of course, that is another story. For now, we are focusing more on what is sustainable and especially when it comes to our need to heal. So yung mga number one supporter natin dito are actually our friends in our masterclass. So we have Inday Jean Garutay, we have Grace Steadfast, we also have Ma'am Elizabeth Escobar, Miriam Pangon, Lerma, Helen, Roxy, and Annabella Casio, of course. So hello, Doki and Doc Shera, Jude Ross, and Juliet Deritan Mendoza. Hello po. And yes, Aljun. So Aljun, no, another Bisaya, Doc. Bisaya and Tagalog, Doc, medyo malapit sa'yo kasi si Aljun nasa Mindanao din. So, Doc Shira is in Davao. So, in case kailangan nyo talagang may face-to-face consultation. So, Doc Shira is there. Rose Marivilla from Italy. Thank you so much for the support po. And supporting from USA, si Grace Tadpas, Rose Villa, Daniel, hello. Gumising ako ng 5 a.m. for this. Oh, so cute. Thank you so much po. Noridek, lovely doctors down. Next one, MI from Pasig, Hannah, and Bea. I missed the live, but I watched the video. Wow, thank you so much for always watching. And Gilbert Salvador habang naglalakad sa mall. Sa mall lang kasi wala naman tayong advertisement dito. Hindi na tayo sabihin kung ano yon. So, Sheba Marie Elefante, watch ka. Merong tag. So, is that your sister?
That's
Merong
my
nag
mother.
I don't that's your mom.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shiba, yeah. Because my
Okay.
name is derived from both my parents, Shiba
Oh,
and
that's
Raymond.
your eldest. Your eldest.
Yes po,
Eldest.
eldest.
Kasi yung mga eldest, yun talaga yun, mga product of love. So, yung combination talaga ng mom and daddy ng mga pangalan. So, yes, Flo said, yay, TNT low carbers. Yes, no? Marami na talaga. So, CJ, MI, Josie Austria. Hello po, tita. Thanks for greetings niyo sa akin yung birthday. Yes po. Josie Austria is, Tita Josie, mommy siya actually ng kasama ko sa residency, si Doc Lady Austria. So, si Tita Josie, nag-low carb na din. Anong birthday niya? Super sexy na siya. Mas batang-bata siya tingnan as compared sa mga mas previous niyang birthdays. Di ba, Tita? And I'm so proud of you po. And Daniel, bro, ingat. Marie, Malu, hello. So, Malu is our classmate in the master class. So, another medical doctor in LCF practice. Yes po. So, that's why we are so happy na Doc Shira, despite her very, very busy schedule, at nakita mo naman, no, nag-Army AFP reserve pa rin siya. Actually, yan sa mga gusto nang gawin sa buhay. Kaya lang, baka hindi ko na magawa. But I'm happy you get to do it. At least, no, mag-ano na lang ako, mag-live vicariously through you. So, Faye, Shelly, mga kasama natin. Faith, Liza, good evening. 30, kasama din natin yung sa masterclass. Al Florsan, Rod Bernales, Bea Barcenas, ang dami-dami. So, thank you so much, guys. So, now, moving on to Dr. Kira. Thank you so much. Although I know already somewhat about this, but tell us how you transitioned into low carb, or at least became interested and appreciated low carb and fasting lifestyle. Especially nakita natin, ang sexy-sexy mo naman, hindi mo naman talaga kailangan yung parang sa typical mga motivations ng mga tao. You actually look very fit already and very healthy and at a very young age, usually based on our discussion talaga ng millennials, no, from our last episode with Coach Daniel. Parang wala talagang ganong importance na para sa mga young ones, and kasama pala tayo sa millennials. So, among the millennials daw. But you, what is your motivation? Tell us about your journey.
So actually, I just started low carb when I saw your post in our group page in the PSO
TNT,
HNS
going
residency. Yes.
out.
So
Yeah.
that's when yeah. So you were talking kasi about how you would like to become a plastic surgeon. So that got my attention because wow, sabi ko meron din same na dream like me
Mm.
in that path. So that's why when I opened up your post, you stated in the last sentence that before you were a low carb practitioner, you were first a surgeon. So that caught my attention na, low carb, parang layo. So ayun, I opened up your account, I think. Then I saw the group, like what you're posting is Life Without Rice and low carb feasting and fasting community. So I joined the groups. Then you posted later on, I think last March, you posted that there would also be a master class. So during those times, I was already following tips, no, like how to do intermittent fasting and trying to avoid rice and other carb containing food. So that caught my attention because actually after residency, so that was the time that I became bored. So yeah, so now it was also the time that I focused on myself because
Oh.
during residency, 'di ba, grabe ang stress. So
Oo. Yung
ayun,
wala
so
ka talagang all you need to do is to finish the job, finish your
yeah.
duty, lahat ng kailangan mong gawin.
So now that we have graduated, so during February, then I realized na I need to change my lifestyle because I was just stubborn and just a couch potato back then. So even and that was also the time that I started working out. So I weighed like 49 kilos for me it was already um
May a
far
little
from
extra.
yeah, that was already extra for my goal or goal weight. So,
Oo.
so I started working out with the free YouTube apps like clothing and also during that time I was really working out like 5 times a week. So I lost like around 1.5 kilos after a month. Then when I found out about you and your page, then which I started doing, so I removed my carbohydrates and started eating my breakfast during lunch. So um, after a week I lost a kilo. So sabi ko, wow, it really
Yung
is
pinaghirapan
effective.
mong, yung pinaghirapan mong working out every day for the last month. Tapos
Yeah,
with the addition of just very
yeah,
minor change lang yan actually. No, it's
yeah.
just mindset. Kasi yung isipin mo talaga, yung skipping breakfast, hindi naman siya ganun kahirap. It's more on
Mm,
routinary. And it's just, you just need a go signal. Na like sabihin sa'yo, it's actually okay to move your breakfast later. Kasi yung isang mindset, I think we just watch, my brother just showed me yung isang parang tip in one of the biggest health industry sa buong mundo na one of the reasons daw kung bakit merong decline sa ating brain, sa ating brain functioning, kung bakit tayo magiging makakalimutin or whatever, is skipping breakfast. So I think that is not really a very good, simple instruction, especially na people can take it literally talaga, na like
yeah.
kailangan ka mag-breakfast every day and that could be very heavy and that could be as early as 6 a.m. o kung anong oras kang kumain. So maybe what we can do no is not really tell them to skip breakfast, but just move your breakfast on a later time.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
agree. I agree. So
Okay. So then continue.
so then I started decreasing my workout to lower intensity workouts. Then that's around 3 times a week na lang. So that's for the month of March. Then mid March to April. So every week I lost like a kilo every week. Then I attained like my goal weight was 45.5. So that wherein that's normal for my BMI. So actually I was happy already. So but lately even if I was busy na kasi so I wasn't working out already but I was still losing weight. So now my current weight is around 43.5. So, that's why medyo natakot ako. Parang sabi ko, oh my
Ah,
gosh, is it really normal?
ah, okay.
So, that's
Pero
why
yung
I,
point is, hindi ka pa rin underweight. So far, hindi pa rin yan underweight for your height. Parang
I think,
lower limit
yeah,
of normal, lower limit of normal. So
yes.
actually, what you're experiencing is hindi talaga parang sinasabi nating impossible, especially for those no na who are doing it for the first time. For doing it for the first time, yung effect talaga is grabe. So that could be like as drastic as that. But the most important question, how do you feel? Do you feel sick? Do you feel like you are losing your energy? How about your brain functioning? Do you feel sluggish o parang feeling mo ba malnourished ka talaga? Ano, you tell our viewers and our friends here.
So, actually, currently, I am more productive, more happy, more energetic. Right now that I'm doing all of these lifestyle changes, no? So that's why I'm very thankful to Dr. Grace and what she made for everyone that is readily available in Facebook. So ayun. Yeah.
Wow. Yes, it's really a very good thing. And what Grace Steadfast said nga, no? Our graduate then, no? Also a healthcare practitioner. She is practicing PT, physical therapy in the USA, and also an advocate of autism. Okay, so sabi niya, it takes humility to relearn. That's why I salute doctors like you both. Wish more medical doctors will have this trait and follow you both. So maraming salamat po for those kind words, no? So I think we are just quite, I can say, somewhat, we are quite, sabihin natin, blessed to be in this profession kasi out of many specialties, ENT, low carb nutrition, is actually medyo malayo. So kung medyo malayo, hindi sila masyadong magkasalungat. So say for example, if we are into direct, no, like ano ba, like internal medicine or pediatrics or say for example, yung mga specialties like cardiologist or endocrinology, meron na po talagang very set of guidelines, no? Kahit yung specific na food intake, meron na talagang ganong guidelines. So somewhat, if you are still in training, if hindi ka pa specialist, baka mahirapan ka to finish your training because it will really be so hard to contradict a large scale industry. Tapos sasabihin natin na hindi yan actually based on biochemistry. So we are actually basing everything in biochemistry, which is a basic science. So a basic science, wala itong bahid ng kung anumang politika, walang bahid ng kung anumang ekonomiya o financial aspects, no? This is purely science in a basic science. In fact, it can be seen in senior high school, yung chemistry books, no? Nandun talaga. And it says there, carbohydrates is just reserve, is just an energy supposedly used for short-term energy. And long-term energy should be coming from fats and ketones, okay? Pero hindi na natin yan nalalaman because we have been so used into eating grains and carbohydrates, which is based on studies ngayon, kung bigla daw wawalain ang lahat ng products that is related to grains and GMOs and yung tawag nating monocrop agriculture, that is miles and miles of land, no? And then isa lang yung produkto talaga, so that is monocrop agriculture, which is really not sustainable when it comes to our environment. Kalahati daw ng population ng mundo ay pwedeng mawala. That is how dependent we are with these kinds of food food produced, no? And we are seeing here na with low carb nutrition, it can be done safely. Pwede natin itong magawa on a very safe level na walang kailanganing crops, no? And if they need to farm, if they need to produce, they can produce the more nutritious kinds of carbohydrates. So regarding carbohydrates, we are actually not against carbohydrates per se, but we are choosing the nutritious kinds of carbohydrates. If I may ask Dr. Ano ba noon? Mahilig ka ba talaga sa vegetables o hindi talaga? Or ano ba?
Hindi talaga.
Ako din, oo, hindi talaga. So feeling talaga namin before, I think mamamatay na talaga kami kasi hindi kami mahilig sa vegetables. And thank God talaga, hindi naman talaga ganun ka-requirement yung vegetables. But if you are taking vegetables, and all the more, it is also good because it will be easier for you to get all the necessary nutrients na kailangan natin. But now that we are somewhat into low carb, parang umiiba yung panlasa natin. Did you also experience that? Yung
Yeah,
pang-iba ng panlasa? Like the things you used to love na sobrang sarap for you before, ngayon sobrang tamis na, o yung mga
true.
pagkain na hindi mo gusto noon, parang ngayon parang makakain mo na. What are those foods for you?
Siguro sa mga pastries like cakes and mga juices. Dati you are craving for parang the sweeter the better. But
Yeah.
now when I taste it, parang sobrang tamis. I cannot tolerate to even do it. So no.
Oh. So even na, so how about your basic food meal on a day-to-day basis? Tell us like a day in your life. Ano na bang ginagawa mo ngayon?
um, Initially I was doing like I get all the like kale, um, apple, banana like that before and shake it all up
Hmm.
para meron na akong parang to-go food. But
Hmm.
now, pinapagawa ko is yung normal Filipino dishes like
Hmm.
tinolang manok. So with green leafy pechay and ganyan. So basically just that, then no
Hmm.
rice. So yun, then I feel satisfied and yun nga, still it's nutritious and sustainable.
Yeah. And of course, no, before, akala kasi ng iba, yung low carb nutrition is parang, especially, it's usually tied up with keto. So, usually, akala nila, it is really, you really need to spend so much. Kailangan ka talagang
Mm.
bumili ng kung anek-anek na mga sabi nating, ano, no, na like mga asparagus, what else, yung lettuce, and ano pa ba? Kahit yung kale, yung na kailangan mo na hindi naman ganun ka-widely available dito. But now we can see, no, na our Filipino dishes is actually just right. Okay na okay lang siya. Yung importante nga lang, huwag ka nang magsaing. Hindi ko
Oo.
makalimutan magsaing. And okay, and for our mind frame, no, mental shift, kumbaga, kailangan natin tingnan yung pagkain on a different perspective. So before, yung vegetables, para siyang ginagawang ulam. Okay? So, do you also have, kasi for our patients in ENT, seldom na tayo nakakakita talaga ng directly na diabetic or directly na merong kung anong sakit na comorbidities. But usually, for head and neck, no, our specialty is head and neck surgery. So, sinasabi natin, yung mga patient natin, especially indigent ones, seldom kang makakita ng mataba o yung sabi nating overweight. Mostly, especially the ones working in the farm, working in construction, yung mga hard labor talaga, papapayat sila. They're very muscular, they're very lean. But what they have are cancer. So, of course, that is a bias finding kasi nga, our specialty is head and neck surgery. So, mostly tumors of the head and neck, no? At kapag tinatanong ko sila, ano ba yung usual mong kinakain, Nay? Tapos sabihin niya, Dok, hindi nga ako, yung kinakain ko nga, gulay lang parate. Hindi ako kumakain ng baboy, hindi ako kumakain ng manok. Minsan lang ako nag-iisda, but most of the time, gulay lang talaga. So that is the mindset na palating iniisip. That eating just vegetables is already very healthy. But when you ask kung ano ba ang kasama ng vegetables na yan, kinakain niyo ba ng vegetables is vegetables lang o merong kasamang iba? And of course, hindi pa ako nakakakita na yung sagot nila ay vegetables only. Of course, no, parang ano na yan, silent na, automatic na yan. Na kapag sinabing vegetables, kasama yan ay kanin. Kasama niyan ay rice, no? At kahit anong ulam pa yung sabihin nila, it's automatic na parang may rice. So, that's the mindset that we have to change na kung gusto mong kumain ng vegetables, look at vegetables as like your rice. It can be your best rice alternative. Okay? So, hindi kailangan yung vegetables, hindi rin pwedeng mabubuhay ng siya lang. You need also protein sources and good fat sources. For now, ano ba yung mga favorite fat sources and protein sources mo?
Syempre, pork chop.
Kinakain mo na yung ba
Um,
ngayon or kinakain mo talaga yon even way before?
um, Actually, hindi ako masyado mahilig nung sa fatty
Talaga ba?
part. Unless para siyang deep fried na
Crispy?
crunchy.
Ah,
Ganun. Parang chicharon, ganyan. So,
ah.
yan. Yan, mga steak, ano pa ba? Chicken. So, usually, fish yan. Masarap din, fish. So,
Mm.
any type of luto, ihaw, prito, o ano, basta,
O kahit may sabaw.
yeah,
At
kahit
least,
may
no, na-mention mo kanina, meron ng pechay. At least, meron ka ng vegetables. So,
yeah, so,
somewhat
prepared talaga.
improvement na yon.
Mm-mm.
So,
Yan.
yeah. So, good that you do that. And what you mentioned are mostly proteins. So, how about fats? What do you use for your cooking? And,
Um,
like before, do you use differently now o pareho pa din?
Actually, nag-change talaga lahat ng pananaw ko. Kasi, di ba, you're posting the safe list, the danger list, mga ganon.
Yeah.
So, initially, I thought, okay yung mga, like, sunflower oil. Kasi, yun nga, galing siya
Mm.
sa sunflower.
Sunflower.
So, so sabi ko na, ay, ito bilhin natin. But, when I saw your post, sabi ko, oh my gosh, lahat pala ng binibili ko mali. So, sabi ko, ngayon, lahat ng binibili ko, it's either olive oil or yung virgin coconut oil or yung
Refined
coconut
coconut
oil.
oil.
So,
Yeah,
yun na
okay.
yung
So,
ginagamit namin.
okay, so that's a really, really good shift, especially na we can find it as minor, no? Minor shift lang yan, pero actually that can help our overall health drastically because those seed oils, hindi man siya directly talaga na nakakapagpataas ng blood sugar or yung insulin natin kasi nga it's devoid of carbohydrates. Wala naman talaga siyang carbohydrates. But its effect, since it is not a natural oil, it is more on inflammation. And when there is inflammation, meron po itong kasamang degree of higher risk ng insulin resistance. So when there is inflammation, your chance of developing insulin resistance is much, much higher. So importante that we know all this. So generally, how do we differentiate between oil na are toxic and oils that are non-toxic? So yung pinaka-importante isipin natin, the oils that are naturally occurring, yung parang in their natural form ay oily na talaga. It doesn't need to go through so much processing para ma-obtain yung oil na yon. Those are actually the best. So, yung naturally oily ones would be yung taba ng baboy. So, that's actually lard. Yung taba ng beef, no? So, that's tallow. Okay? So, meron din yung butter is coming from milk, from cow's milk na nakukuha. Yung fat content niyan is nandyan. And also, one of our locals here na very widely available, also very affordable, and I think we can make use of that more, no, is our coconut. So we have extra virgin coconut. So bakit extra virgin? So extra virgin or just virgin coconut, BCO, it's cold pressed, okay? So usually sun-dried lang yung mga laing, yung mature coconut meat, and then they just extract it. So nakikita mo, yung aroma niya is very strong. Yung very strong coconut scent talaga. But when it's more refined naman, nandun pa rin yung most of its vitamins and minerals at importante, hindi siya ganun ka-toxic. At yun naman, yung wala ng aroma, it's best for cooking din. Kasi hindi rin yan natitin. Kasi nakakaumay din. Kung halos lahat ng kinakain mo is parang coconut, di ba? And of course, olive oil is very healthy, but olive oil is mostly reserved best, no? You can maximize the benefit of your olive oil if you are eating it raw, like in salads or just little drizzle lang. That is already okay. And for those naman na hindi alam, no, yung eggs natin is actually parang nature's multivitamins yan. Kasi meron niyang B-complex, marami niyang halos lahat ng trace minerals, merong kakaunti lang sa eggs, okay? So the white part of the eggs are proteins and the yellow part of the eggs are made of fat. So it's a good fat. At kapag natatakot naman, yung sinasabi ko nga, kung natatakot kumain ng lechon, kung nakatakot kumain ng steak, so pwede naman, hindi sila kailangan kumain ng. But they can get the better sources of oil that are known to really be healthy, like avocados, so olive oil. So okay naman yan. So thank you so much. So merong tanong dito, no? At pero medyo ano siya, ENT talaga siya. Kakapalab ko lang po, may FT4 is 21, TSH 1.5. Ako po ba ay merong hyperthyroidism? Ano po best to do? LCF for 2 years pero nakaka-cheat po paminsan-minsan. Possible po kung anong kung mag-cause yon ng high FDS, thank you po. So, yung mga ganyang kaso actually, kailangan natin yung pag-usapan ng masinsinan. Usually, one consultation can already take 1 hour. Okay? So, yung time natin ngayon, medyo limited na. So, I hope you can book a consultation. Doc Shira is already accepting booking, online consultation, so hindi pa.
Hindi pa po. Hindi pa ako
Hindi.
ready.
Okay. Don't worry, kapag ready mo be a part of our group, no, yung low carb feasting and fasting community, we have doctors there. Okay? So, you can choose from many low carb doctors there para makonsulta kayo. But more importantly, when it comes to thyroid nutrition, is you eat nutrient dense. The problem kasi ng mga taong naglo-low carb, no, sabi mo nga, doing LCF for years, but we don't know really how good is your low carb nutrition. Kasi most low carb nutrition are just focusing on the amount of macronutrients. Sobrang focus sa amount ng carbohydrates, sa amount ng protein, o yung amount lang talaga ng fats, no? But with low carb nutrition, what we are practicing is nutritious low carb nutrition. Okay? So, hindi lang siya basta mababa sa carbohydrates. Pero dapat mataas na sa vitamins and minerals and nutrients. So, an example for that, so say for example, yung coconut pandesal, coconut flour pandesal. Coconut flour pandesal, yes, yung coconut flour, hindi na actually yun mataas sa vitamins na nakukuha sa coconut because those are just flour, no? Nakuna na yun ng oil, nakuna na yun ng coconut milk. Those are just desiccated coconut na pinulverized lang, powdered form. So that's actually somewhat devoid of many minerals except for fiber. And fiber is still carbohydrate, and carbohydrate is non-essential. So, yung isang coconut mo na yan, coconut pandesal mo, it may satisfy your cravings for bread, but it will actually not satisfy your need for vitamins and minerals. Say, for example, kumpara mo isang coconut sa isang like avocado. So, avocado is very nutritious and it can still be very filling. So, yun lang po ang basic example. Try to look into how you really did your low carb for the last 2 years kasi baka hindi lang siya basta dahil baka basic low carb lang siya, which is the low carb that's been practiced by maybe majority ng mga online groups, no, when it comes to low carb and keto and fasting. But generally, what we are looking into is really a nutritious low carb. So follow and of course, join our page Life Without Rice for food inspiration. Okay? So, I like the wind effect of your hair, Elise. Oo, kasi before we are recording something and before ako nagsimula, yung si Andrew, yung brother ko, sabi niya sa akin, pwede na ba to? Sabi ko lang, oo. Hindi ko alam kung anong sabi niya pwede. So, pwede pala yung air cooler ipatama sa mukha ko. So, ganon. Medyo malayo siya. So, yun yung wind effect ngayon. Okay? Tita Army. So, Tita Army is my tita and also part of our master class. Nice to see you, two doctors who are both promoters and practitioners of LCF daw. So, natividad ko pa yan, nagtanong pa. ENT pala kayo? Yes po. Yun nga, sabi ni Doc Shera, siya po yung nag-remind sa akin nung post ko. Before I was a low-carb practitioner, I'm first a surgeon. And hanggang ngayon, surgeon na nag-o-opera pa din po and nagpa-practice ng low carb. So usually, yung mga patients ko ngayon, I do minor operations from time to time. Especially, we are into aesthetics kasi sinabi na ni Doc Shira, no? Pareho po kami. We are dreaming to become plastic surgeons in the future. Okay? So, malayo siya. Yes, malayo siya with low carb. But I think they can also go together. Like say, for example, may mga pasyente akong nira-rhinoplasty, yung nira-repair ang ilong, kumukuha ng mga warts, kumukuha ng mga skin tags, and all those, no? So, mostly beautification, no? Pero, yung importante doon, during the first week, at least, no, sinasabi ko sa kanila, if they want to heal faster, and if they don't want to jeopardize yung incisions namin, pinaghirapan namin na i-improve sa kanilang mukha, they would rather go into low carb talaga. Kasi nakikita talaga, low carb na nag-stick low carb na both na patients, sobrang ganda ng healing. Sobrang ganda. Tapos, alam na alam ko talaga kapag hindi nagsistick sa low carb. Kasi hindi pangit yung healing. Tapos, sasabihin pa una, hindi. Tapos, later on, malalaman ko, kumain ng ganito. Yung meron pang mga lalaki na uminom. Sus na lang. So, sasabihin ko, ano yan. Tapos, sabihin mo, ako nag-opera. Tapos, ang pangit. Pero hindi ko kasalanan yan. Kasalanan mo yan kasi hindi ka nag-follow ng instruction. So, yes, low carb is a basic nutrition na I think I really get to appreciate. So for you, so kasi as we graduate from our medical training, hindi talaga yan. It doesn't end there. The learning actually just starts because it is for the first time that we are on our own. 'Di ba? Kasi noon, meron tayong guidelines on to what to learn, what to really to focus on. But the moment we really graduate and start our private practice, tayo na talaga. We are the ones choosing on what practice we will really implement or also at least no somewhat ibigay natin sa ating pasyente. So with you, do you think you are appreciating also the knowledge with low carb and its application possibly sa ating specialty?
Yes, actually, one common problem in ENT that we can relate low carb would be the laryngopharyngeal reflux disease, right?
Yeah, oo. So
So,
LPR and somewhat GERD din. So can
yeah.
you tell them what is GERD and LPR? Parang exam lang, no?
So, nagrevalida pa na ako. So, when you say gastroesophageal reflux, it's the acid is just refluxing until your esophagus. Unlike when you say that it's laryngopharyngeal reflux, so umaabot na sa lalamunan. That's what when you feel the sour taste, no? That's your acid from coming from your stomach. So it becomes our patient because umabot na nga sa throat, and some
Parang
symptoms, yeah, some symptoms of the patient would include hoarseness, dry throat, and yun nga, they feel that it's they
yung lobo
can't
sensation.
swallow, yeah, global
Oo.
sensation. So that's why one thing that helps
Can you help me
patient,
understand kung ano
yeah.
yung layman's term ng hoarseness and lobo sensation?
Okay, hoarseness is the when namamaos ka,
Yeah.
and global sensation
Kahit
is
yung parang umiiba yung boses, no? Yung
yeah,
parang hindi na siya full talaga, yung alam mo yan, yung hindi na siya yung usual
yung
mong
buo.
boses, yung buo.
Hindi siya buo. Then global sensation would be when you feel that something is in your throat pero wala naman talaga. So that's
Yeah.
what
Oo,
uh,
so yung lobo sensation, yung parang siyang foreign body sensation, yung parang merong bumabara. And when you
mhm.
check it, wala naman talagang bumabara. But if we are to look into to it, no, especially if you have consulted with an ENT, usually tinitingnan yan. We have scopes, we have instruments na para matingnan yung lalamunan. And there's really globus formation talaga. So merong yung mga nodes, parang merong mga kakaunting mga nagiging bukol-bukol. So those are irritation. Irritation na po yon sa ating throat coming from our stomach. There are even some cases of LPR, yung laryngopharyngeal reflux, na wala talagang nafe-feel na maasim, no, yung maasim sa throat. And it is because sometimes it happens at night. Okay? So it happens at night. So tulog ka, so hindi mo malalaman. But it doesn't mean that the reflux is no longer there. So one way actually to deal with that, no? So spectrum sila ng GERD or and LPR is actually try to make your dinner as early as possible. And of course, no, lower your inflammation in your body by eating low carb meals, especially during your dinner time and including your water intake. Hindi kailangan na papunta na kayong matulog, as magbabaon pa kayo ng isang tubig, tapos iinumin nyo bago matulog, and then kapag umihi kayo after 2 hours, inom naman kayo ng another naman na water, no? So, we actually don't need so much water during all those times. We need water when we are most active. At kapag hindi naman tayo na kailangan natin magpahinga, our kidneys also need to rest. So, wala na tayong ipinaglalaban kapag gabi na po. So, when we are already trying to rest, then let's allow our whole body to really rest. Okay? So, meron bang tanong, GERD, what about with patients na may hiatus hernia? Would low carb help? So, yung hernia is already a structural defect, no? So with hernia, it's mostly surgical, okay? But of course, doing low carb is not a contraindication. Pwede pa rin mag-low carb and see if it can improve. But yung hernia, maybe yung tendency to have reflux will be less. Kasi nga, yung pinaka inciting factor kung bakit magre-reflux is kung may laman yung tiyan. At kapag may laman yung tiyan mo, magpo-produce ito ng acid, and then kapag humiga ka, especially at night, so mas malaking chance na mag-reflux iyon. But if you are lessening or allowing your stomach to be empty on certain times of the day, especially when you are already about to sleep or resting, then that's the best time. That's the best time that you can really maximize and really lower the risk of GERD. Okay, but yung hernia, again, it is a structural. Yeah, it is a structural problem. Yes. So, meron Exocal, very beautiful doctors. Wow, salamat po. We are happy and we have a lot of followers na nandito and they're happy actually to really see us together. And of course, no, I am very happy as well. So marami pong nakaano dito, nakaabang, and thank you so much. If you have anything you want to ask from Doc Shera, no, wag lang kayo mag-ask kung ano, kung single or taken. Taken na po siya. So, wag na lang, magpa-consulta lang kayo, okay? And Bea Barcenas, Doc, how about always burping? Then maingay yung stomach. Ano ba yun? Okay ba yung nagtitake ng ACV? So usually it will have something to do with your food, no? And so I hope you can try to do yung mindful eating, okay? Actually, guilty din ako dyan kasi parating nagmamadali. So always fast eater talaga, madali. So I tend to burp a lot. But if you try to eat slowly, so mas mabibigyan nyo ng time na ma-digest yung tiyan all throughout, okay? So, Flo, yes, nandun po. We suggest to join the low carb feasting and fasting community. Tips are available there. Okay? So, Doc Shira, thank you so much no, for joining us. So, sa whole family ba? Okay na ba mag-ask if everybody somewhat at least may improvement na? Of course, hindi naman natin masasabi mag-low carb lahat-lahat talaga. Pero at least some consciousness. Meron na ba?
Yes, actually, one person that I really want to influence was my mother. So,
Oh,
sabay kami actually nag-try ng low carb. Then, actually, yun nga, both of us are actually experiencing GERD and actually LPR. So, when I
mm,
transitioned or we transitioned our diet to low carb, then nag-improve talaga significantly ang aming symptoms. So, yeah. So, I mean,
it is, no, parang nakaka, for me ha, na like say for example, our specialty is ENT.
mm,
Tapos, you are experiencing it yourself, di ba? And I'm sure, so, I know marami tayong mga sample medicine. So, were you also been drinking like
yeah,
PPI, yung omeprazole, lahat ng mga
of course.
antacid, you were taking that as well
Yes, of
before?
course. Before, like, meron talaga ako sa bag ko
Gosh.
nakalagay na, na mga emergency
Oh.
meds ko na for my hyperacidity. So, yan. Tapos, one thing I also learned sa LCF is di ba minsan we really unintentionally fast because of our
Hmm.
low ORs
Hmm.
and also when I eat mabilis din kasi dami pang patients. So,
Hmm.
yun yung what you call the dumping syndrome that you mentioned.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yun.
Oo.
So, sa ngayon,
Mm.
medyo I'm trying to eat slowly and my mother too. So, both of us are really, really happy with the change in
Oh,
lifestyle that we're having right now. So,
okay. So
isa ko
somewhat, si mami mo na-improve din talaga?
super. Kasi dati she was actually constantly wanting me to treat her like yung triple therapy because we were thinking of
Oo.
pylori. So,
Mm.
ngayon, wala na. She was always bloated. She was always burping. She was always feeling she is having indigestion. So, ngayon,
Oh,
wala na. So, masaya talaga. Mm.
good. So, imagine, no, us being specialist of LPR mismo and GERD. And I actually know a lot of doctors talaga na may GERD. At parang tinatanggap na lang that it's just part of it. And they hoard and they have a lot of stash of antacids din. Yung mga samples nga, sila mismo na talaga ang nagte-take kasi kinakailangan nila. And there was really a time before, like during training na kahit ako na frustrate pero hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin. Like patients coming in after 2 weeks of treatment ng mga antacids.
Mhm.
Sasabihin na may improvement a little but nandyan pa din. And then we try to explain, we can extend it in 1 month and then pagbalik, nandun pa din. And then after 3 months, nandun pa din. Because we are actually putting very, very low importance sa pagkain. Okay, I don't know about you, no, but for me before I learned low carb talaga and before I studied nutrition, iniisip ko lang talaga na hindi yung mga taong nagsasabi na to put premium on nutrition, I really don't believe in that before then. Bakit ka mag-iisip about pagkain? Kaya nga may raming gamot. So, ganun din po yung mindset ko noon. So, that's why I never really looked into that until nga I really stumbled upon this very mind-provoking video, no, na kung saan nagsimula ako mag-fasting. And eventually, the benefit is so compelling na kailangan mo talaga i-continue the benefits of fasting by doing low carb. And both ways, if you are also into low carb, hindi rin pwede na low carb ka at unlimited parate. Okay? There is still the practice of moderation. So
Yeah.
yes, it's really good. And you can see I'm so happy that your mom didn't need to take the triple therapy. Baka kung anong mangyari sa kidneys niya at kung anong mangyari sa liver niya sa pagkatapos niyan, I think it's going to be a long-term treatment, no? But imagine, para siyang ano nga, yung sabi nila parang magic pill na kung ano yan na bigla-biglang nawala. But we can see now that it's really not magic. It's just basic science na nag, nag-provide lang ng better focus on nutrition. Because that's what I usually keep on telling, no? Sobrang na-underestimate talaga natin yung effect ng pagkain. Both ways. Healing and also destroying our health. No?
Agree. Agree ako dyan.
Yeah. So, meron kang si Daniel, si Coach Daniel, yung guest natin last Monday, been taking antacids since college. Pero nakuha nung nag-LPF na. So, what's great about Coach Daniel, no? Kasi halos lahat ng types of diet ay nasubukan niya na din. And he is a teacher, so educator siya. And also, subject niya, English and ano yon research. So, hindi talaga siya basta-basta nag-go, nag-jump in on anything unless it's really proven by research. So, siya mismo na-experience ng benefit and now sticking to low carb and fasting talaga, that is a good way of life. So, Gray steadfast, yes, we need to be healthy to be patient. I practice what we preach. Guilty before, but now let's inspire more people. And of course, yes, we are doing it with our all of our family. Yes po. So thank you so much. And yun nga, it's okay. We are here to learn, no? As long as buhay tayo, meron talagang learning. So of course, no, maybe in a span of months or years, no, mas marami pa tayong matutuklasan. We are open even that maybe some of our practices now may not be the best practice talaga. But for now, it is the best that we can find. And kung isasabihin man natin yon, i-advise din natin yon, yun din actually yung ginagawa namin sa aming sarili. And then all of the other doctors, kahit hindi pa low carb, they are just providing you what they know is best. So, kung ano yung binibigay nilang gamot sa inyo, yun din po yung gamot na iinumin nila. So, rest
Yeah.
assured na wala pong doktor na gusto talagang ipahamak ang kanilang pasyente, okay? But for us, we are happy to be providing you with low carb nutrition as one of your options because for us, yun nga, nakita talaga din namin yung benefits. So, meron pang isa. Hi doctors, they say people with thyroid problems have low stomach acid, presenting symptoms as hyperacidity, reflux. What test to do? You recommend check whether the person has high or low stomach acid. So usually yung stomach acid talaga, meron yung invasive na way to do it, no? Yung merong parang 24-hour na nag-check talaga ng HCl or hydrochloric acid talaga sa inyong stomach. Actually, we don't recommend that. Okay, so if you want, you can consult with a specialist, yung gastro doctor, no, yung gastroenterologist talaga, para malaman yan. But for us, those are all looking into symptoms. Those are all looking into the branches. But what we are focusing more is the root cause, no? So when we say about root cause, so the root cause of the problem really, we can start by investigating what you are eating, how do you eat that, and your current schedule. So, importante talaga that we look into the basics first before we go on to diagnostic and all that. Because if we just depend on laboratories, on those requests, no, we will not really heal the patients. We will not cure the patients. We should always focus on ano yung mga nararamdaman ng pasyente. Hindi lang po sasabihin natin, ito yung blood values mo, ito yung i-correct natin. We are looking into your patient. What do you feel? How do you feel? And what you are doing now. And we will start from there and we will look into how we can possibly improve your condition by first improving your day-to-day habits. So you see Doc Shera's routine, no? So, ano, nasabi mo ba kanina? So, usually, yung naalala ko hanggang ano lang, yung breakfast mo na around lunchtime na ngayon. So, sabay na sila ng brunch. Okay?
Yes.
Yun ba yun? Then, pagkatapos na, do you still have
Then,
snacks or what?
actually, usually, before, nung bago pa lang ako nag-try ng intermittent fasting, meron pa ako ng snacks in between my lunch and dinner. But nung nasanay na ako, yung craving ko nag-lessen. So, usually, lunch lang, then dinner, then tapos na.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, at sinasabi pa nila ha, that when you're doing the low carb keto is sobrang expensive. Okay? So, with that lang alone, by lessening at putting your meal from three major meals into two, and then removing three snacks, sobrang savings na yon. And actually, sa simula lang yung mga feasting umad na malalaki talaga. Because once you already start doing it regularly and doing mindful eating, makikita mo talaga that you cannot really overeat yung sabi nating fiesta every day. That seldom happens unless you are doing OMAD feasting every day talaga. But with proper mindset, hindi talaga kailangan ganon. So you can learn from Doc Shera, no? See, blooming na blooming pa at sexy pa. And nakakatipid pa, negosyante kaya yan. So alam yan, lahat yan covered. Okay? So, so yes, what can you say for those naman nagsasabi na hindi sustainable ang low carb?
For me, for my experience, so yun nga, you practice what you preach. So since I've been practicing this and seeing its benefits both financially and nutritionally, so I can say it na it's worth a try. Kahit try lang muna, then wala
Yeah.
namang mawawala. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good, no? So, nakita niyo si Doc Ilang bait-bait, no? Hindi siya nagpo-force ng mga tao. Kung ayaw nila, try lang. So, we are pro-choice, okay? So, tulad ng mga LCF masterclass graduates talaga, lahat yan. Mga pro-choice yan. Hindi po kami namimilit. If you don't want to try it, then you don't need to try it. But if you are doing what you've been doing for so long, tapos hindi ka satisfied, you cannot 100% fully say that I am healthy, I am at the top of my health, I am at the peak of my health, then maybe you can start looking into how you can possibly improve. And for us, no, and for the 200, I think all in all, LCFF and Life Without Price groups, so sobra na ng 250,000 members, no? We are there and we've experienced improvement talaga on our lifestyle, and that is something na hindi pwedeng sabihin natin na chance lang because those number is so much para ma-deny natin that low carb nutrition and fasting has its own benefits. So yes, I agree with you to try it, especially yung sinasabi ko, for example, if your age is 32 tapos hindi ka pa rin makakasabi that you are at the top of your health, that you are at your best health so far, no? When it comes to habit. So what is 2 weeks? Is you compare it to your whole life, okay? To the life you live, to the decades that you've lived, para masubukan and see for yourself. And after that 2 weeks, mag-decide ka. Pwede mo ipagpatuloy, pwede rin hindi. But why not just try that? It could be, who knows, it could be the best thing that could happen to you. Diba? So sabi nga ni Elise, no? Si Elise, parang kung meron tayong honor roll sa ating LCF Masterclass na nagkaka-honor talaga to. Very participative and very active. So thank you so much, Elise. Ay, thanks, Flo, 250 nga. So it's an option. We find it a better option based on our experience. You won't really know unless you try it yourself. So for those of you who are watching this for the first time, no, you wouldn't really know unless you try it yourself. I think the worst thing that one person can say is this is not right, this is not good, this is dangerous and all that na hindi pa nila susubukan. Or they're just hearing it or reading from it, but it's different when you really experience it. So, yun po yung importante. So, as we end, meron pang isa. Good evening, doctors. I experience acid reflux whenever I work out. It becomes uncomfortable. Is there anything I should do to lessen or prevent it? First question ko dito is, anong oras ka nag-workout? Ikaw ba, Doc Sher? Anong oras ka nag-workout?
I usually work out at around before ha, ngayon kasi wala na.
Oh,
Around
wow.
around 5 a.m. or
Wow, early riser. Dahil
yeah,
yan sa pag-training mo sa AFP? Or
hindi.
ganun, early riser
Um,
ka talaga?
I just like to sleep early and wake up early. Yan.
Oh,
Parang
that's
habit ko na
nice.
siya. Oo. Because parang feeling ko mas marami akong nagagawa.
Oh,
Kaya,
ang galing. Sige, goal ko yan. Goal ko yan. Gumising ng maaga. Kasi hindi pa ako gumigising ng maaga ngayon eh. So, kung naghihintay yung araw ko at na-extend sila sa gabi. So, yes, Mary Kay, as what you heard from Doc Shera, no, umaga siya nag-exercise. And yes, we really need to exercise when we are supposed to be very active, which is daytime, okay? As much as possible, when we mentioned about circadian rhythm, circadian correction, part din yon ng exercise or yung physical activity natin. We focus it more after we have rested. So, daytime na talaga kapag nagising na tayo. So, before we end, meron ng mga beloved natin, ng mga LCF graduates. Sa LCF ko lang talaga, si Anne Abeliana Cassia to. Sa LCF ko lang talaga na-feel ang true concern and sincerity ng mga doctors to patients. Glad that they are slowly increasing now para mas matulungan ang mga patients to see the root cause first of their illness. Kudos to LCF practitioners and advocates, doctors especially, yes, and her sincerest and continuous advocacy. So, garbage in, garbage out. Yes po. Yes, galing ni Doc Shera. No? Grabe. Si Elise, galing mo daw. And Elizabeth Escobar, most common answers if I try to convince them to go back on LC is hindi nila kaya yet hindi pa nila nasusubukan. Yes, that's why we are into mindset talaga. So that's why we also have the books, no, to provide you with the mindset. Because actually the science, if you are really just interested, it's all there. Marami na po. So, Doc, share before we end anything you want to say for our viewers and kung ano yung parang overall say mo lang with our low carb nutrition or yung takeaway mo for them.
takeaway, maybe if you want to achieve the best version of yourself, like I did, maybe try LCF too. So,
Thank you. Very simple lang, no? Pero yes, those simple words really mean so much. And it's coming from no other than a doctor herself who didn't even have any idea talaga kung ano talaga ang low carb at ano yung fasting. And she didn't even have a very serious na motivation to really start. But I think the thirst for hunger and the thirst for continuous improvement, yung need lang talaga to continuously improve is there. And if we care a lot about people and about the things we care about, whether kung ano pa yan, our faith, our business, our loved ones, o kung ano mang mga tinitake care natin sa buhay, we really have to first take care of our health para mas ma-perform natin. And that's what Doc Shira said, no? She's never been that productive until she did LCF now. Okay? And regarding one last thing about your exercise, that's actually also true with my sister. Kasi before, she needs to spend an hour or 2 hours at the gym talaga every day. But when she did low carb, naging 30 minutes na lang. At ngayon, wala na talaga. Okay? And she can see the benefit. And of course, she is still physically active whenever she needs it. And of course, she is resting now because she is already expecting. No? Para midway na siya with her pregnancy. So, congratulations to
go on the
her.
next.
And Yes, si Jose Garcia, meron pa, basta taga Davao, guwapa, sabi ni Roxy Roxy. Okay, so let's have a fun na. And of course, Margie Ramos Marquez. So guys, thank you so much. Don't worry, hingin pa natin kay Doc Shira na mag-guest ulit. Or baka soon, no? She will open up her new page or whatever, or her clinic. Don't forget to support her, no? And she is part of our low carb feasting and fasting community, our low carb doctors PH, and also our life without rice. So yun lang po muna for now. We will see you again next time. Always remember to stay low carb so we all stay safe. Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. Thank you.